Hello everyone. Today we will start the second chapter of political science named the electoral process. What do you mean by electoral process? Electoral process means the process of conducting election. Okay, we all know at a particular interval or at a regular gap of time elections happen in our country. Okay, there is a department, or you can say a separate committee, that handles the procedure or the responsibility of the elections. So in this chapter we are going to discuss or to understand about the process that functions in our country and who controls this. So a department called Election Commission. Election Commission took the responsibility of conducting elections in our country. Okay, so let's begin with the topic called the electoral process. Right? Everyone open the page number 75. Elections have played a major role in the working of India's democracy. Not only India, all over the world. As we all know, in democracy, election plays a very important role. Right? Because due to election, we people, we citizens get the choice to elect our representative. राइट अगर इलेक्शंस नहीं होगा तो हमारी पसंद के या जो हम चाहते हैं जो रिप्रेजेंटेटिव बने फिर उनका सिलेक्शन कैसे होगा. सो डेमोक्रेसी में इलेक्शन होना बहुत ही इम्पॉर्टेंट है और इसी बेसिस पे चाहे वो इंडिया हो या जो भी कंट्री हो, अगर वो डेमोक्रेसी को ट्रू सेंस में फॉलो करते हैं तो उनको एक रेगुलर बेसिस पे इलेक्शन कंडक्ट करना चाहिए और कंडक्ट होता भी है. ओके, elections have played a major role in the working of India's democracy. Elections and representation are two very important processes in democracy. Election and representation, right? Underline this. Election and representation are the two very important processes in democracy. We know that people representatives are selected through elections. As we all know, people's representative are selected through elections. Elections helps to bring a change in power through peaceful means. What does it mean? Due to election, we had seen the process of election. After the election, the result arises, and once the results declared, the party, the political party which gains majority votes or seats, they form their own government and they follow their term. Right? So the transfer of power, it done in a peaceful means, in a peaceful way. यहाँ पे पावर के लिए किसी को लड़ाई करनी नहीं पड़ती है. हमने देखा जैसे रूलर्स पहले होते थे, अगर किसी रूलर को किसी टेरिटरी पे कैप्चर करना है सो उसको पहले उस रूलर को हराना होगा या उससे वॉर करना होगा. बट यहाँ पे ऐसा नहीं है. यहाँ पे इलेक्शन ये बहुत ही सिंपलर वे में होता है जहाँ पे रिजल्ट डिसाइड करते हैं कि कौन गवर्नमेंट बनाएगा या किसके पास पावर आएंगे. सो इट्स वेरी मच इंपॉर्टेंट स्टेप फॉर द इलेक्शन. राइट? Election helps to bring a change in power through peaceful means. Different political parties get an opportunity to rule, and due to election, different political parties get opportunity to rule. Right? It is not a dominance of any single party or any particular party. Policies of the government and life of society also changes, and since new government comes, new political ideas involved, so life of the people or the development, everything gets changed. Right? The different people or different representatives have their own scenario, own thinking. So in this way, lot of change happens in the regular life or the life of the common people. We expect, and what are our expectation being a common people or the citizen? We expect that the representative we elect should be efficient, honest and trustworthy. What is efficient? Efficient means capable. Our representative should be capable to control or to make development or to bring economic changes or whatever, maybe the education or the security of our country. So the person should be capable, honest. Yes, honest is very much important. Right? And trustworthy. Trustworthy means a person whom we can trust. Right? Because we are giving the responsibility of our development, not only our whole country. Right? We expect that the representative we elect should be efficient, honest and trustworthy, and that they should respect the opinion of the people, and moreover the representative should respect or to hear the voice of the people. Opinion means view. Opinion means view. The electoral process should also be free, fair, and reliable. And the process should be free, fair, and reliable. What does the fair means? No partiality. There shouldn't be any partiality, and it should done in a proper way that everyone should get the opportunity. Even a common people can contest the election, right? We had seen also, right? If you had seen in your territory, in your location, even at your, you see the person who are at the higher level, they belongs to from a normal background, a normal family, right? So the electoral process should also be free, fair, and reliable. What is reliable? The same thing, trustworthy, on which we rely, जिस पे हम भरोसा कर सके, हमें जिस पे पूरा यकीन हो कि नहीं ये जो प्रोसेस है बहुत ही अच्छे तरीके से हो रहा है और गवर्नमेंट इसको बहुत ही अच्छे तरीके से फॉलो करेंगे. To ensure that and to make this happen, what are our expectation, what are the procedure function, this should be followed. For that, government has made, or our constitution has created a separate department called the election commission. To ensure that the constitution of India has made provision, what is provision? Arrangement for an independent election commission to administer the election process in India. It is an independent department. It is not dependent on any other political scenarios, so that they should take their own opinion, own ideas, and own judgment. They doesn't have any kind of particular power. Remember, we had learned in the 8th standard, legislative, executive, and judiciary, how legislative and executive are interconnected with each other, but judiciary is a separate department. It's not dependent. In the same way, election commission is also independent department. Okay, and we know the reason. अगर सोचो इलेक्शन कमीशन के ऊपर गवर्नमेंट का प्रेशर होगा तो वो शायद प्रॉपर फंक्शन नहीं कर पाए, उनको कहीं ना कहीं पार्शलिटी करनी पड़ेगी या गवर्नमेंट की बात सुननी पड़ेगी. क्योंकि कैसा होता है, जो गवर्नमेंट होती है वो सोचते हैं कि अपने पॉलिटिकल पार्टी को ज़्यादा वो सपोर्ट करे या फेवर दे, बट अगर ऐसा होगा तो ये ट्रू सेंस नहीं है ना डेमोक्रेसी के लिए, राइट? द इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया and the state level state election commission conduct all important elections in our country. Okay, so like election commission we have at a central level and even we had at a state level, because we know there are different kinds of election. Maybe it a Lok Sabha election or sometimes a general normal election that happens in our own state, right? So this way different levels of election happens. Okay, the entire process of election from declaring the date of election to the declaration of results is carried out under the direction and control of election commission. So in a short, the whole responsibility, deciding the date, deciding the function, deciding the concept, or how the results will come or how it will function, everything is the responsibility of the election commission. Okay, the election process is an inseparable component of a comprehensive democratic process. If we talk about the democracy, so election is an inseparable component. Inseparable means which cannot be separated. हम democracy अगर follow कर रहे हैं तो बिना elections के democracy sustain नहीं कर सकते हैं. हमने देखा है बहुत सारे ऐसी country, we know the story of North Korea, right? North Korea is also a democratic country. But does they follow the proper procedure of democracy? Does they conduct the election in a systematic way? Even China, we had seen the example of Pakistan. In Pakistan, they are also a democratic country, but they have a more power of the military. So their citizens' values are less there, right? So these are the things that should be very much important in any country if they follow the democracy. So elections are the inseparable component. What is component? Part of a comprehensive democratic process. What is comprehensive? Comprehensive means huge, large. What is comprehensive? Comprehensive means huge, large. In this chapter, we will understand the structure, functions and role of election commission. So what we are going to learn or discuss in this chapter? In this chapter, we will understand the structure, functions and role of the election commission, right? We will also discuss the reforms. What it means reform? Reforms means changes. Since our constitution has been established in 1950, after that also so many changes has been done, right? And so many changes are still required to make it perfect. So we will discuss at the end of the chapter about the reforms also. Reforms means changes. The words which you don't understand, please underline it. We will also discuss the reforms required to made in the electoral process, right?